Alright everyone, welcome to another RFC Reviews. I'm your host, iCast, and today we have Transformers Siege, War for Cybertron, the trilogy, one of the very first deluxes, and this of course is Sideswipe. And just take a quick look at the packaging because obviously it's different than anything we've got. I don't normally focus on packaging, but just because this is new, we will. So there you have the Transformers Authentic, the Siege. You get a nice picture of the Arc right there. There's Chromia, Sideswipe. Let's see who else is on here. There's a couple others. I'm not going to spend that much time making them out. On the back here you get some product shots along with one of the Battle Masters that they can interact with. Or actually there's two Battle Masters on there, with those little blast effects that can also plug on to Sideswipe, like right there on his chest. That's not an awkward nipple. That is a post for the blast effects, so you can make it look like he's being shot. And there you have a nice picture of Sideswipe on the side. On the top, you just get the Transformers symbol. Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy. And Siege is the first part of the trilogy, and the other two are unknown at this point. So he is WFC-S7. I don't know if that's something. It might be, it might not be. One thing they did tell us at the Hasbro event is the symbol in the back, which he's kind of blocking, does mean something. I think they're team symbols or something to that effect. Just as a size comparison, here he is with the old packaging that we're used to, and you can see it's smaller. It doesn't seem that much smaller, but when you pick it up in hand, it definitely is a lot smaller. They are placing the bot a lot better in the packaging because he's set up here, and there's down where all this writing is, there's basically nothing back there. What you want to do to open this up is I recommend open it up from the side right here, and then the whole figure will slide right out with the backing. You can see I already cut his little ties in there. And then also the instructions, which I give them a lot of credit for. I hate when the instructions are all bunched up. So this is a lot cleaner. I really appreciate when my instructions aren't basically rolled into a ball. So, you know, this looks great. I think the instructions are definitely a lot better than what we were getting. So props. And looks like there's some tech specs or some sort on the back here also. But again, really nice instructions. Glad to see that they've improved on that. So, and we can go ahead and we'll get him out of package. And he seems a little short to me, so let's go ahead and bring in. Well, before we do that, there's that symbol that I was talking about. That does mean something. I just don't exactly remember what the designers told me that meant. I think it's a faction symbol for groups of Transformers. And the Decepticons are obviously going to have the same thing. Different faction signs for different groups of Decepticons. So I think that's what it is. Don't quote me. But I do know they mean something. So here is Getaway, since that's the Transformer showing off in packaging. I just broke him out of his plastic prison to show him off, and you can see Sideswipe is a lot shorter than Getaway. So there is some shrinkage here going on in the deluxe class, and don't forget that these prices have gone up. Sideswipe is now a $20 figure, as opposed to 15 or 16, let's say, for the Titans Return class figures, $16.99 if you want to go there. But these have definitely gone up a couple dollars. They've shrunk a little bit. There are things like this Sideswipe has ankle tilts, which is, you know, not something we normally see on a Deluxe. So you do have that. You do have a waist swivel. Legs go up. Legs go back. Legs go out that far. So, and the knee bend, he does get 90 degrees. There's even a panel here, which is really cool, that goes inside the leg when you fold it out. So anyway, you do get that 90-degree bend. It doesn't want to come back out, but it it was there the first time you guys saw it. So arms can do a full 360 out all the way in. You get a rotation at the upper bicep. You get 90 degrees worth of bend, no wrist articulation except for in and out due to transformation. And then get in real close here. Take a look at that head. Head sculpt is really nice. I like the blue eyes. A really nice job on that. And he is on a ball peg. So you can get a little side to side, a little roundabout, down a little bit, and up a little bit. The tolerances feel absolutely great on this. A huge improvement over what we normally get. The other thing is they're getting away from ball pegs. This does not have a single ball peg on it. These are all new joints, except for the knees, which are kind of standard. But you can see in there where they used to use ball pegs like this, they're now using better joints for the arms and the knees and the legs, which is that's really, I appreciate that. I think that is a big step and something that is needed to be done for a long time. So, you know, with those couple additional things that they did, I don't mind that he's that small. I wish he would have been, you know, maybe more on par with these guys. Maybe that's asking a little bit too much, but I do really like what they've done with him. The design is absolutely great. And the battle damage on this guy, which doesn't show up on any of the red paint, it's only on the black here, and it's got this, like, I know someone's going to tell me I'm wrong. It's like a silver wash, and on this figure, I do not mind it at all. It looks fine. I actually kind of like it. A little bit on the feet there. That kind of looks a little bit dirty on the silver feet, as opposed to this silver wash kind of looks nice on this. It almost looks like metallic metal scraping or something, so I'm okay with it. You know, it's on that little waist piece right there, and then the legs down there. So I'm okay with it. And then you got these kind of, they're almost white, maybe a little off-white plastic, but wheels are painted, which looks pretty good. We'll get into that into vehicle mode. Yeah, really, really nice figure. I'm super impressed, especially in hand. There's not a lot of hollow bits. There's kind of a gap right there, but as far as the back goes, there's not really a lot of hollowness to him. He looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and get him transformed. First thing you're going to do is you can just bring up this whole waist piece, which is the hood. Tab that in, flip this piece down. I'll kind of hide his face. You could probably rotate his head around if you want. You just do that real quick, just to see if you can. And yes, you can, just if you like that look a little bit better. Take these pieces on the side out. Get them out of the way. Then these arms, these hands flip in. fold them up and they'll sit right in there, which is neat too. The hands don't go all the way in, they just fold up a little bit just because they'll sit up top in there. And then the legs, come down to the legs, just open up these panels. My foot seems to be stuck. There we go. That did not feel good. That is... There's a little bit of flex in this piece, so be very careful with this black piece right there when you push in the foot in. It did not feel good. Let's go ahead and try and get that foot out again and just see. You can see the flex in that piece before it actually releases the foot. So just be careful with that. You know, that could be a potential breakage issue. And then we'll rotate his waist around, bring the feet up, and then they're just gonna tab in right there. And you can close these leg panels back up just like that, and then close these door panels down. And there you go. There you have Sideswipe in his vehicle mode, and it cleans up really nice. It's really, really nice. Still very Lambo reminiscent. Autobot symbol on the front here is nice. You have silver lights. Got this translucent windshield with this tech detailing behind it, which I prefer, as opposed to just being able to see into the car and see all the robot parts. That's really nice. Then you got, you know, tail lights are not picked out in paint, but they are red anyway. Or no, it's hard to tell. It almost looks like they have a little bit of paint on them, but that just maybe the lines throwing me off there a little bit. But yeah, everything lines up really nice. Again, the silver wheels, there's some gunmetal gray in here. Got a little bit of a paint defect right there, but not a big deal. But yeah, again, looks actually like a pretty small car. We'll do some comparisons. Alright, so here he is with Breakaway, and I think I may have said Getaway earlier, but I meant Breakaway. And then here he is with Legends Windcharger. So we'll get these guys, just so you can see, we'll get these guys kind of next to each other. And he's not that much shorter, actually. I'm surprised, because he feels smaller. But he is a sports car, so it's not terrible. You can see his wheels are definitely a lot smaller. He just, even though he doesn't look like it, he feels like a smaller car. And then you put him next to Legends with Windcharger, and I don't know, maybe that's about right. Maybe I'm just being picky and trying to make something out of something that's not there. He's certainly, Breakaway is certainly a lot taller than God, now I'm getting all the names confused, than Sideswipe. But yeah, one thing I did forget to mention is his gun over here on the side. You can plug that into the top right there. That'll also work if you want to plug it into his back. And then there are ports on each side that you can plug it into. And this guy, of course, has ports all over. That port is for those blast effects. You can put these on the side here if you want, just like that. And then you also can put it on his shoulder. Alright, so there's two pegs on top of him right here on each shoulder that you can plug this gun in on either side if you want. For a little bit more G1 look to him. You can do it like that. It kind of does get in the way of his head due to the post back here, but it's an option. that you have. Or you can plug it in on the other side right there. And then also you can see all these ports on the side of his arms that these things can plug into if you want. And there you go. There you have the new Siege Deluxe Sideswipe. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, share everything you can. You can follow me on Facebook at Diecast2, and you can also follow me on Facebook at Reviews by Diecast, where if Hasbro shares any promotional videos or photos with me, I always put them up on the Reviews by Diecast Facebook page. That way you guys can go there and check it out. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.